2015 Country Jam with Mr. Chris Janson joining us in the VIP
What's up,
Country
brother?
Club.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
And I tell you, you really are right now one of the best stories in country music, and
Thank
sometimes
you.
we get caught up a little bit in some of the negative news, but if you look at someone like Chris Janson, who is about as hardworking and nice of a guy as you'll find in the industry, literally
Thank
could
you.
fill the Ryman Auditorium with the number of artists supporting him in his new single, Buy Me a Boat, and finally getting your chance.
Thank you, man. Well, it feels awful good. I've been waiting a long time for a song like Buy Me a Boat, and I didn't try for it. It just happened. I wrote it a couple months ago, 6 weeks ago. It debuted on the radio and went #1 on iTunes, and it's been like a rocket ship ever since. And thanks to the fans, and thanks to the Lord, and thanks to everybody who's been in my corner from day one, man. I mean, it's been an awesome ride.
And you just performed it a couple of weeks ago, and I think this was your first award show on the CMT Awards.
Yes, it was
Kind
my
of
first award show.
describe. I mean, that had to have been kind of almost a surreal moment. Was it emotional?
It was super emotional, super surreal. I mean, it was, award shows are like snap, 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 here we go, show up, we're on stage, we're off stage, blah, blah, blah. I get up and I do Buy Me a Boat, and I mean, it was unbelievable. I'm playing, the artists are all right in front of me, just like we're sitting here today. It would be like if you were Keith Urban and you were George Strait and so on and so on. And I got done playing, man, and Keith Urban stood up, gave me a standing ovation, and started the whole thing. And then Charles Kelly from Lady A and Dierks Bentley and the whole artist pit stood up. So it was really good gratification. It just made me feel like, okay, you've done it now. And so, it was a big blessing.
Absolutely. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
I mean, he's worked hard for it.
Thank you very much.
And I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, Chris. I mean, after so long working for it and having a few doors slammed in my face, now those same people are saying, hey, come on in. How do you sort of compartmentalize that?
Well,
there's no bitterness.
For every door that shuts, there is one open. I do believe that. And so in hindsight, looking back, I'm so glad that the doors that did shut in my path closed. Yeah. And I'm so glad because it's taught me to walk through the right ones.
Yep.
And it was with the CMT Music Awards and with the success of Buy Me a Boat, which has been pretty immediate. It's cool because I don't feel like I can sniff out the people who come out of the woodwork, and I can sniff out the ones who have been there for a long time, just waiting to say good job. You know what I mean? And I've gotten nice good jobs over the years and what have you, but none so many as I've gotten with Buy Me a Boat, and it just feels really good, man. I don't know. It's just. When you quit worrying about those closed doors and those open doors and you just kind of do your deal, I find that things work a lot better, and that's what I've been doing. That's what we've been doing, and it's working.
And it's really one of the better live shows you're going to see, and I don't say that exaggerating. This guy plays harmonica like he was born with it between his mouth. And I want to ask you this. The song, I mean, you sing about buying, where are you at sort of on the scale? Are you buying the boat? Are you buying the Yeti cooler, or are you buying the beer to put in the Yeti cooler?
Well, I don't. Well, good question. So I don't drink anymore, but my, a lot of my pals do. My co-writer does.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying the beer. I was buying Yeti coolers before I wrote a song about them. Then I got one. So, but I was buying them beforehand. And so I've always been a truck driving man. That'll never change. I can't. The boat that I want, there's no way I can afford it. So I just keep saying. Maybe one will show up at my house one day. You never know. I mean, Buy Me a Boat showed up just kind of out of thin air. We wrote it just on a whim, and it happened, and so we'll see.
Name check a boat brand in your next hit single. Boom, that's how you get your boat, man.
I gotta get sharp on the boat names. Maybe Malibu.
Real quick, pull a question out of the magic mug. These are fan-submitted questions. I take no responsibility for fans like these ladies right down here.
Favorite things to do off on the road? Hang with my kids and sleep.
Easy. He's got a bunch of kids. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you very much. And back at you. Yeah,
Thank you so
much. My family travels with me everywhere we go, and so that's just what we do. We just do whatever and hang out, watch movies or whatever, try to stay in the air conditioning and just live normal life.
Follow this guy. Find him on Twitter, I believe, at Chris Janson. And if there's one new artist that you're going to meet here at this festival season, make it Chris Janson, because he's really the one that, hell, man, you've worked hard for it, and couldn't be more happy for you.
Thank you. Well, it's a big blessing. Thanks, everybody, for being in my corner and continue to be in my corner. And please sing Buy Me a Boat today, because it makes me feel really good.
2015 Country Jam with Chris Janson. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thanks very much. Thank you.